Welcome to Let's Banter.
It's been a hot minute, y'all.
Felt good to say that.
Sheesh, it's been way too long.
What's happening, y'all?
We gotta reintroduce ourselves.
Happy New Year.
Happy Christmas.
Happy
New Year. Happy Kwanzaa.
Valentine's Day.
Oh, it's Valentine's Day.
You feel the vibes? You know the vibes?
Can you tell we're each other's Valentines?
She didn't even ask me.
I did. Right here.
It's totally cool.
Love girls. We should reintroduce ourselves to our OG members and introduce ourselves to our new members.
Yes, let's get the intro. You gonna introduce yourself first?
Yeah, myself, Champagne Ojala. We still repping champagnes out here, y'all.
We still doing that?
What?
Myself.
Yeah, you did that hella times.
What's good, y'all?
OG.
It's your girl. It's your boy. It's your shim. Your she, they. All of the pronouns, all of the above.
I guess we're switching this.
Ma'am, sir, Kayla.
Oh, she clapped first. Oh, where the fuck is my clap?
I'll give yours a little woo. You know what I'm saying?
The fuck? Anyways, y'all, welcome back. We finally here. We live in action. We appreciate the love y'all been showing, especially since we were out the grid. Y'all was reaching out, asking when we coming back, asking what's going on, and we finally here. And we hope y'all like our little comeback queen videos. Y'all been showing love to the wigs, y'all.
Well, my wife over here talking about I look like Pleakley. So, and this was like, yo, that's mad accurate. I was like, you know, I hate it because I didn't even wake up yet. And she was like, yo, why you look like Pleakley?
You know.
If y'all don't know what Pleakley is, I'll show a photo here. You ain't never watched Lilo and Stitch, y'all missing out. Pleakley is the best character out there.
Only because she wearing the wig. So, you know, somebody said that should be our new standard. It's wearing the wigs on the maybe one.
I'm with that.
Maybe one show, y'all. Don't judge. What's that one thing? Dang. We listen, we don't judge.
We listen and we don't judge.
There we go. There we go.
That's what we're all about. All right, so what are we getting into today?
So we'll first start off with the Valentine's Day, y'all. It's the lover girl, lover boys day, lover person day. You know what I'm saying? If y'all out there celebrating, congrats on your Valentine's Day. If y'all are single, that's okay too. Y'all can mingle. There's probably some single
thyself.
Yeah, there you go. Put yourself first. Be your own Valentine. You know what I'm saying?
You don't need a Valentine's Day date. Because this fool didn't even ask me, so you know.
Oh, you wanted a little proposal? The fuck?
A little butt hurt, but it's all right.
Okay, I got us these cute ass little matching headbands, bro.
Hey, do you have a funny Valentine's Day story? Something, whether you gave it to a little gift, funny gift to somebody, or you had a funny date, anything?
Honestly,
keep it lighthearted.
I really haven't. I just been in long-term relationships.
So no, funny though, like your first time.
I can't think. I really can't think of anything. I know. We were like, let's think about it. I'm sure you got a bunch.
Yeah, mine's was at the mark because I gave her like, it was like early on, right? And I went to Walgreens, grabbed a little chocolate box. I was like, all right, you know, I'm not gonna be stupid romantic, but I'm gonna be funny because that's who we are as a couple. Went to the Walgreens, grabbed a little chocolate heart-shaped box. And then after that, I went to the dispo. And I did those things that was like, I don't know if it was trending really, but it was like something that I saw on social media where people were putting the weed nugs inside the chocolate.
Oh, in the chocolate box? Oh, I seen that.
And you know, I was broke then, so I was only able to afford the 3 chocolate size. And I was like, oh
it's
yeah,
the thought that counts.
She gonna love this. So I bought like a little eighth, whatever, put the nugs in there, and then I had the chocolates. I ate them things up.
That's probably why you got excited.
So when I gave it to her, she was like, oh, this is so sweet. I love this idea. She said, but where the chocolate at? I said, I mean, you wanted a chocolate?
Damn, bro. You was trying to take advantage of the moment for yourself.
That was a great Valentine's Day.
I've done one of the Valentine's Day boxes now that you mentioned that, but I did the taco boxes. That was fire.
I ain't never seen no taco box.
No, it was like a taco, like a taqueria. They were like the trucks. They were doing like a little
like
special.
a taco inside the.
So it's like in a heart shaped container, and then you had like hella tacos in there.
Yeah. We did that too. I think But that was like during COVID, and like somebody we knew had like a special or whatever.
Yeah,
and
maybe
they did
I wonder if we
heart
went to the
shaped
same
tacos.
person because we got it. It was me and so and so. But
Yeah.
them tacos
No, but that
was
was fire,
smacking
though.
though. I was like, that's
I was like, I ain't
good
surprising you with this
idea.
because we gotta share it. I want some.
This for me.
Well,
So should we get into our topic for the episode today?
yeah, let's do it.
So one of the topics, well, first, I think we could briefly fill in the gap of like us being out of office. And you know, I think it's in the path of like us just being human, y'all. It was just a lot going on personally, professionally in our lives, a lot of change. And so we just made that decision. It was a good time around the holidays too, right? We're spending time with loved ones, spending time with family. There was just a lot of different things going on that we just decided it's time for us to take a bit of a break. And I think it was also a good time for us to kind of reassess the direction that we want to go towards. And that kind of leads us to our topic for this episode. But
That part. But before we get into that, I'm just saying we needed a break, y'all. All right.
oh, hell yeah, we did. Shit.
No, you know,
life was
hope
life.
y'all's feelings ain't hurt. Don't take it personal. But we needed a break, especially I.
Facts.
I was out and about in Japan. I was eating good.
Having a
you know.
time.
I didn't want to keep yapping and yapping. I really just wanted to enjoy my time, and then especially with the holidays, because I think I went back home. I don't know. Did you go outside?
No, I stayed local,
You stayed
but a lot
local?
of family events. A
Yeah.
little too much family time.
And
I love
then,
y'all, but
You know, New Year's, spend it with loved ones, and
Yep.
that was that.
And, you know, I think it was a little toxic way for y'all to miss us because, you know, we got to leave so y'all could appreciate what y'all had. You know what I'm saying?
I hope y'all love the videos that we share with y'all, because we had a time. You could tell.
Yeah, more content coming soon, though, because I don't think we
That was
realized,
fun.
like, we would enjoy it. Because I've seen people do, like, you know, the TikTok videos and the Instagram videos, but I've always seen people, like, stress over it because they're, like, practicing and trying to get the timing right.
Trying to do
But
the dance and all this stuff.
yeah, and try to like be in
TikTok
sync.
dances.
And like, you know, fortunately, it was just kind of a little natural for us just to like act goofy and be a fool. So yeah, we're definitely going to tap into that a little bit more just to kind of lighten the mood as well, you know, as we're kind of pushing out our content and doing our thing. So with that, we definitely want to talk about the current climate of trans rights, of the LGBTQIA plus community, and what's really been going on all around us. And I'm sure for y'all, you know, it's very obvious what's going on. I don't
Very
think,
obvious.
you know, it's if you're living in a cave or a rock, I think that's the only difference it makes for you to not know what's going on. But, you know, we really just wanted to address this matter in a way of just having empathy and understanding at the end of the day, whether you're left, whether you're right, whether you're in the middle, whether you're neutral, wherever you stand, there are people out there that are directly impacted by the events that are ongoing today, the changes that are happening. And whether or not these changes actually push through, I think it's that person that's sitting in power right now that unfortunately is allowing folks to feel comfortable in being, you know, sexist, racist, homophobic, and just being very negative toward people today.
I mean, overall, I feel like today's society, especially with everything that's been happening, they just want us to be scared. And I know, you know, like we said, we want to reach out with open arms and be more empathetic. We feel you. We see y'all. And we're here. Like, let's banter. Our purpose, like we said, is about building our community, keeping it as a safe space. And I just feel that, like, even though you're scared, even though all this stuff is making you feel like you don't belong, you guys do have a place where you do feel like where you do belong, right? But I don't want my people to be scared. I feel like this is the right time to like really push forward, continue, not move, you know, not go back to how the past was. Really, just move forward and continue to stay strong with each other. And like we said in our short video, that we want to make it feel like we're all united.
And I just want to echo on the, you know, feeling like we're alone. You know, it's like an elephant in the room type of conversation because you don't, unless you really like know that person, right? Whether they're like a close family member, like one of your best friends, you don't really know where people stand and what they voted for. Because I mean, let's call a spade a spade. I was definitely shocked at the direction that this country went towards. Like it caught me by surprise, and it took me weeks to, I mean, till this day, like now that that person is in power, to process and just to just accept the fact, like, this is the current state of our country. This is what people decided to vote in, you know? So for people that, you know, you come across, and professionally, it's a little bit tricky when it comes to, you know, being in a professional environment, but you can still set your boundaries professionally, right? Like, hey, if I got to work with you, that's cool, but it doesn't cross that. But when it comes to engagements past professional that are more personal, right? You find people in social gatherings, at events, at family events, gatherings, whatever the case is, like it's like an elephant in the room. Like, where do you really stand with me? You know, how do you feel about my existing, my being, and the decisions I've made in my life? Because I'm sure a lot of people could relate. I was surprised with the amount of folks I had on my social media who had gone right. I was very surprised on them advocating for somebody on their platform. But I think what kind of like just made me like second guess them is they're quiet right now. You know, and the person you voted for, they are making moves, and all of a sudden you're quiet. So it just makes me question everything as far as my engagements with those people that kind of chose that path.
I think that's how it is now. Like, you really gotta be mindful and be more aware of how people move. And then, you know, if they move different, then you gotta move in your own path. You know what I'm saying? Don't I want to say, don't really care about those type of people too much, considering that, like, especially if it was like your own family members and stuff. I feel like what I'm trying to say is, keep your circle small, right? And keep your energy into the places, and pour it into the people that you want, that also share the same values as you and acknowledge you and,
exactly,
you know, hear you out. Like, those are the type of people that you want to keep around. And if your family chose up, or family members, whoever the case may be, close friends, if they chose up, then that's them.
Exactly.
Right? Like, we're going to continue to do the things that we do. We're going to continue to be voices for other people, even if, you know, like, we're not going to stop. We're not going to stay silent just because you silent. Right? Like, your, like, volume actions and everything that you're saying where they're not saying anything, all that, like, that speaks louder than anything. And I think it's just, unfortunately, that's how you start seeing their true colors, like we said.
You really do. It
and
just,
that's how you're just gonna have to move. Is just, all right. Like, I think me and you had a brief conversation, and it wasn't even related to this, but it was just about that statement where you said, "I'm building my own family." If that's the case, you're building your own family. You gotta protect your own. Then that's what it is. We're protecting y'all. We're protecting our own community, and we're gonna keep moving with our heads up and our chest high. Like, that's how it is. We're not stopping just because y'all want us to. We're not gonna be scared just because y'all want us to. That's not how it is. You know?
And even the folks that are like quiet, right? And you know, we talked about this. I know it's a very overwhelming time. I know it's a lot of things to process. And and we're human, right? We need breaks. Granted, like, I respect that. Right? There's grace in that. But at the same time, this isn't a time for us to stand down and stay quiet. And you got to understand the power of social media. Back in the days when they were dealing with the civil rights movement, just to even get to where we are today, they didn't have social media, right? They didn't have the advantage.
Covering certain areas.
Exactly.
Just, you know,
they were literally controlled by the media, and that was it. But we can control the narrative. We control the media through the power of our platforms. And it's so important for us to utilize our platforms during this critical time to be able to connect, to share our stories, to share our actual experiences. Because
I agree.
One thing, and I mean, y'all could tell I feel some type of way about this because it's been sitting with me of like, you know, I don't identify as trans. But what you probably don't know is I get confused for trans a lot. And now that trans rights are being questioned, are being taken away, are, you know, they're being belittled, it puts me in a bind as well of I don't feel safe being who I am, how I am, being mass presenting. And I've had conversations with family members. I've had conversations with who were close friends because I've set my quiet boundaries. And I got oh, you're in a blue state. You're in a bubble. You're in the Bay Area. You're safe. You're fine. But what you don't know is even before this person was put into power, I've always been questioned about if I am a woman or a man. I go into my day-to-day. I go to the gym. There's a women's locker room. There's a sauna. I like to go in there. I walk in there. I can count endless amount of times that either people have just looked at me weird. Somebody came in, oh, there's a guy in the room. And I usually don't say anything. I'm usually like, you know what? It is what it is. They're not bothering me. They're not getting in my way. And then there were people that would go to the front desk and be like, hey, there's a male in the women's locker room. And, you know, luckily the staff knew me, so they already know it was okay, right? But imagine me being in a place where people don't know me and people coming up to me, you know? And
I feel that.
Today, with how things have changed, I'm not giving grace to anybody. You mistake me for a man, best believe I will correct you. Like, I don't care anymore.
She will correct you.
Like, I will.
Verbally. I will correct you with my actions. I'll lift my shirt up, walk in there with my titties out. You want, just because I got boxes, you think that I got a penis underneath? Girl, this is a women's only sauna? Yeah, I'm about to, show enough, I'm about to take everything off. I don't give a damn if you a granny, you a younger sister, whoever the hell you are. We out here and we ain't afraid.
We coming out. And it's just, man, you know, I never used to empathize with those people I was like, man, this person, like, they probably just went through some things and they're so, like, defensive of people mistaking them for, like, a male or a female.
For sure.
But now I understand it. Like, y'all chose up. Like, call a spade a spade. Y'all chose up. Y'all made the choice. There's repercussions, there's consequences, accept what is. You know, if people saying that they've lost relationships because of the decision made, respect that decision, respect their boundaries, and let them be. You chose up, you made your choice, and they made theirs. And at the end of it, there's no, well, what about this? Well, what about that? Like, there's no in between. You know, because
if you don't want to put in the time to understand it,
it just gets gray, bro.
That's on you, man.
It just gets gray. So, I mean,
I feel that.
As y'all can tell, this is where we kind of stand with things. And, you know, at the end of the day, it's protect your energy 2025 and onward. You know, a lot of change is going to happen. And the best thing we can do during this time is just stick together and stay united, because y'all can clearly see they're just trying to divide us. At the end of the day,
hell no, it's still gonna be a T in LGBTQIA.
Yep.
We're still gonna have QIA plus. Sorry, still gonna have prides like we do.
Yep.
Of course, yes, we're gonna have to be more aware and all that stuff, but
for sure,
you know, that's not, y'all ain't gonna suppress us, bro. Like,
nope.
We're here and we're gonna keep at it.
We here, we queer.
We here and queer. I like that.
We gonna get through this, y'all. We gonna be all right. You know, we've been here before. It's a bit of a regression, but we gonna bounce back even harder. And, you know, with the support and the love that we're already getting from folks that are out there, folks that have the platform, have the mic, you know, people in power, people at the Grammys, like, you know, this topic is not just gonna go away. You know, and same thing with, you know, immigration, people being deported, right? DEI, like there's just so much anxiety in this country right now. And just make sure you have your community, make sure you have your group of folks that you can lean on through this time, and do not take breaks, take your time, but just don't silence yourself. Your voice is everything. Your platform is everything. And this is what they want. You know, the propaganda. They want us to be quiet. They want to silence us. They want to control us. Even with the media.
Divide us.
Changes with algorithms, you know, stuff that's going on with meta platforms, with TikTok. You know, they're trying to take over. But we can always one up them. We have that power. We have that control. And that sense of community is so important. So just to kind of echo on where we've been at these past few months and where we kind of stand, and we know a lot of y'all could relate. There's a lot of hard conversations that probably haven't been had in your life, and we encourage you to either have those conversations if you have respect and love for that person, or just silently set your boundaries and do what you got to do. You know, there's this one podcast I started listening to. It was called the Let Them Theory. Have you heard of it before? I would definitely recommend that. But ideally what she's going for is whatever you can't control, let it be. Like, let the outcome be. The more you're stressing over trying to control the outcome, trying to control things that aren't within your control, the more you're adding more pressure and anxiety to yourself. The fact that we have to even explain ourselves during this hard time, it still blows my mind.
We talk about it all the time, though, is that we're always constantly having to explain ourselves.
Yep.
But, you know, them.
Bleep them. So, all that to say, you know, Les Banter is back. And
back and we better.
Back
y'all.
and better. We have a different approach. We're, again, being more intentional. We're trying to get more involved. So, you know, stay tuned for what's to come. We're definitely going to socialize on our platforms what we're trying to do as far as being more active in our own community and what we're even trying to do starting off in the Bay Area, and hopefully it'll expand from there. But we have some ideas in play. We definitely want to connect with our network that we've established in the past few months, and we got something brewing. So we appreciate the love. We appreciate y'all support. Continue to share, like, repost our stories and get it out there. Not even, you know, our faces and our name, but our content, like the statements that we're trying to make, because we're speaking on behalf of everybody in the community. You know what I'm saying?
Before we log off, I want to take a moment and, you know, send our love to those that are affected by the LA fires. I know there's also some fires going on down in my hometown in San Diego. So, but mainly, of course, for LA, like, I just want to make sure all y'all are good. We, you know, want to give our support, and I want to share some resources. We're going to post some resources on our page. If you guys have, you know, whether it's a repost or, you know, any clothes. I think they were trying to donate clothes and, you know, of course, the GoFundMes or whichever. But I want to definitely do that more and give back to our community as well, that if they were also affected down there. But, yeah, it's been a crazy time, y'all. And all we really got is just each other.
Yeah, we really
and we got to hold strong, continue to love and support each other, because that's what it's all about, man. Don't know how it's going to go. Like you said, we don't know how it's going to be like these next, you know, 4 years, and some, I'm hoping not after that. But
I know, bruh. Really, and the fact that it's only like mid-Feb is crazy. Like, I feel like
it's been a long ass January. It doesn't feel like a whole ass year. I heard that.
Wow, bro. And I'm like, damn, how much more? Like, what else is going to happen? I don't know.
Let's not continue to get distracted,
The Simpsons. Maybe we got to watch The Simpsons, because apparently they accurate. I don't know, bro.
Simpsons is crazy.
Man.
But we love y'all.
Love y'all, for real.
Appreciate y'all for tuning into our funny stuff. Also, use our page. If you're stressed, yo, you need something lighthearted, check out our page and watch our videos, okay?
We got the best of both worlds over here. And before we really, really log out, we still want to reiterate, you know, this platform is for y'all. We still trying to hand the mic. So if you are open to collaborating with us, to coming on as a guest speaker, please tap in. We definitely want to incorporate more guest shows and episodes.
We have a few in line.
Yeah, we actually do have a few. So continue to tap out, continue to reach out to us. But yes, we're here. We are queer, gay as fuck. We're here. We're queer. We're back. We're better. And please continue to just show us love. And with that said, y'all can still catch us on Amazon, on Spotify, on iHeartRadio, on YouTube, and on Apple Music. Appreciate the love, y'all. Stay tuned. We'll be back.
Les Bros out.